Star Wars is now 40 years old.
Welcome to Fat Man Batman. I'm Kevin Smith.
I'm Mark Bernard.
Okay, so Star Trek Discovery is happening whether you want it to or not.
What is the sonic power Black Canary uses called in the comic book?
Canary cry?
Correct!
Do you want 10% off of all your purchases on Jinx.com? Well, use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366 when you check out and save yourself all that money that you would have used elsewhere, like groceries or, another piece of clothing on Jinx.com. Use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366 and maybe, just maybe, you'll find the wonderful Spring 2019 collection at your very fingertips. I don't know why the music stopped. This always happens to me. Why, God, why? But you know what? Save yourself 10% on Jinx.com by using the promo code QUITSTALLING_366. And you know what you'll get? You'll get a Rocket League wow premium tee for 10% less than you would have paid for, or maybe the new Rocket League Octane Drift Premium tee as well. And of course, if you're a fan of Shroud, you'll get 10% off of that as well. Use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366 at checkout. Ladies and gentlemen, QUITSTALLING_366 at checkout on Jinx.com. Welcome to the Quit Stalling Geekcast. Yes, I am your host. I am Herald Silvestre. I'm welcoming you guys to the Quit Stalling Media Studio where I am broadcasting live right now. All right, and it's not all about me, even though sometimes it is. I got a co-host today, and later on we'll have another one. But right now, I've got the man known to his grasshoppers as Sensei Humor. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause for Derek O'Brien!
Welcome to the Quit Stalling stream! This is Sensei, where we go nuts on entrances that are way better than Juancho's, and he's not here. Ha 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 ha! Turn the light back on now so I can't see anything. Okay, I had to do that for the stream. I was gonna take out my Sith one, but it was taking me forever to grab the closest one you can. So I grabbed that one. Anyways. Welcome back, everyone. Hi. Welcome back to Thursday night podcast night and Friday morning podcast morning over there in the Philippines. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm excited today, man. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today, guys. It's hopefully a lot of things you guys can contribute to as well. We'd love to hear your guys' opinions on it.
Definitely.
It's going to be really fun. Dude, I'm excited about Shazam, to be honest.
Shazam.
Shazam. I was telling Harold off stream, I watched it twice, so I can't wait to talk about that. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be good. So at the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen, or, the final portion of the show, we'll do episode recap with 2 to 3 episodes of Love, Death, and Robots. And then we'll also do Shazam. All right, we'll do a movie review for Shazam. But you know what? We got some news to talk about, and we'll get to that in just a second. Kit Falvo in the chat says, "Don't you mean Captain Marvel?" We sort of do. We sort of do.
Yeah,
I couldn't not say the Merry Marvel family. Well, while I was trying to figure out okay, who's here? So,
right.
Oh man. We'll talk about the movie in just a little bit. Thank you, Kit Falvo, for coming back this week. We hope you enjoy the show. But we start off the show normally by asking each other what we've been up to. So Derek, man, since the last time I spoke to you about 7 days ago and some change, or less than
yes,
what have you been up to, man? I'm curious.
So I have, like I said, I've watched in the 7 days. I have watched Shazam, so that was awesome.
You watched it twice.
I did watch it twice. And I've actually been back on Fortnite, believe it or not. I had a lot of my friends just texting me for a month, or I've been off for a month and a half.
Okay.
A lot of my friends dude, come back. It's weird, but I strangely get more people that watch me when I play. It's weird. It doesn't make sense because it shouldn't be like that. But
they just know how good you are at Fortnite.
I guess so. The funny thing is, so this is the story about the PSN ID. It's gonna come right here. So this is what I've been working on for the past 3 days. So, I was pretty upset when I heard the announcement of the PSN ID change for free. It's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but so I literally last year they announced that this is gonna happen sometime in 2018 and like fall. So it's not fall now. It's 2019. So I gave up on January, December, one of those months, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna make a Sense of Humor PlayStation account name. So I did. Naturally, right? I'm like, okay, I gotta get my name out there when I kill people in Fortnite. Maybe they're like, oh, this guy's a god, you know?
Oh, Sense of Humor.
Right? Yeah, he's so cool. So I'm like, I was willing to wait. Like, I was a really patient sensei, but not patient enough because apparently I wasted like money. You know what I mean? So I made a new account. I bought a new PlayStation Plus, only to realize I'm making a public service announcement. Okay, you don't have to have a PlayStation Plus to play Fortnite. I never knew about it. So I wasted $120 on membership from my first account, and then now this one. Oh, I just realized it today. So it's a real funny story how it happened because I was just trying to buy skins on my old account because I was like, oh, I could change the name. I'll just keep the old skins. And I'm like, wait, how come I can go online? I was like, wait a minute. How come I'm in the game? And I was like, man. So that's what my last 3 days have been stressing out about. Like, PlayStation, why? Sony hates me. And yeah, that's just pretty much what I've been going through.
So I'm curious.
Other than that, yeah.
Are there other things you could use like you personally? Are there other things you could probably make the most out of the PlayStation Plus for? Or
no, I could. I don't think I play anything online that requires it. I think Destiny. That's what I'm saying. There's like games that like it's just as a PlayStation player you're used to it. I've been playing with random people and telling them this. So like, no way. Are you serious? I'm like, yeah, dude. You're wasting your money if you're just playing Fortnite. I'm telling you right now. So it's kind of stupid because the new name change, technically, you can just make a new name and play Fortnite, whatever. Anyways, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks. But, I mean, it is what it is. So what I'm planning to do is just continue to buy stuff on my old account, and then I'll just, after my subscription ends, I'll just switch over. But
okay.
It's just very saddening, you know?
At least you found out now that, like, and you have to re-up that eventually, right? At least you found out now.
Yeah, no, exactly. So better safe than sorry. Luckily, I haven't spent a lot on. I get very when I play games, I just want to buy stuff. I don't know why. I don't buy like stuff in like I'm not buying like what normal people buy. I guess when they go to the store, I buy like skins. I played like that Star Wars game for the longest time on my the mobile.
Battlefront.
Oh,
okay.
No, not Battlefront. It was
I remember
Galaxy of Heroes. Galaxy of Heroes. It's still on. I paid a lot of that for that game.
I think it closed down already.
Did it really?
Let me look it up. Star Wars. We got some Star Wars news later too.
No, I don't think that one did. Did it really? Maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Hold on. Oh, did Galaxy of Heroes really close down?
I know one of the Star Wars games closed down recently. It might not be Galaxy Heroes.
I don't think it's Galaxy. That one, dude, a lot of people paid to play that game. So I think.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, but that's what I've been pretty much doing the last couple of days. It's just been Fortnite and Shazam, kind of daydreaming to myself, dude, just preparing myself mentally for Avengers. That's that too. How about you, man? What have you been up to in the last 7 days? I haven't seen you.
Oh, thanks for asking, dude. Oh, wait. Disney shut down Star Wars Rivals. Star Wars Rivals.
Oh.
The mobile game. Okay. So what I've been up to, man, I have been up to a couple of things actually. Now that you mentioned it, been going ham on the Quiddies, the Quit Stalling Awards.
Hey, I know. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Derek is nominated for an award. I think that's gonna come up later on. I think that's today.
Oh, I can't wait.
Might be today.
I can't wait to see it.
So there's that.
I can't wait.
I also got to watch Captain Marvel. A lot of things happening over the past week. Birthdays, and other events, other significant events. I know I wanted to talk about something, but can't remember what. Oh, I found out that Bumblebee actually has like a 93% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, so I'm watching that later online.
I'm on the same boat with you. I've heard a lot of people love that movie that hate Transformers.
Yeah, cause like
So
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, it's got to be pretty good. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, we gotta check it out, cause like, one of my biggest gripes with the Transformers franchise is you barely really see the Transformers. They just look like shiny things that are blurs half the time on your screen when they're fighting.
Yeah.
And
Oh, exactly.
apparently the Bumblebee movie fixes that. Apparently you actually see the
What?
Transformers clearly, very clearly. So, I mean,
Damn, I want to watch it now.
me too. Me too.
Okay,
So,
I'm watching it this weekend.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm down.
It's out online as well. So like, if you have a subscription to a service, it's why not? Movies anywhere, and all that good stuff. We can talk about it next week.
I'm down. I'm totally down.
Heck yeah. And
I don't know if I've told you too. Like, if I'm so excited to do a Weeble cast now or Taco cast because
yes,
dude, I've been like I said it on stream I think like 2 weeks ago. I like binge watched My Hero, and I'm like, I think it's my new favorite anime of all time. I'm not kidding. Like that's a lot for me to say, dude. Like I'm a One Piece fan all the way, but dude, it's so good. I just watched the movie that came out.
Oh.
It sucked. It was an English dub, but whatever. I had to do it.
it was a sub, right?
I
It was a
like,
sub.
God, it was English dub.
Oh.
It was horrible.
What?
Horrible, dude. It's so bad. I don't think they have the movie yet where they have. So at first I was pissed because I bought the movie. I'm like, oh crap, subtitles. I'm like, wait a minute, it's English dub. And I'm like trying to look for the languages. I'm like, oh, it's not on here. And then I go look on the same movie where I bought it, the same site, and it was like, Japanese. I was like, no, I bought the wrong one. But there's no subtitles for the Japanese one, so I'm like, okay, they must not have a sub version yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's fairly new. It came out. I'm pretty sure.
Are we talking about the movie?
Yeah, it's like two.
The
Heroes,
movie I
think it's
watched
called like
with
that.
subs. The movie I watched with subs a couple of weeks back. So it's definitely
Oh,
out.
you did?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it was not out to buy. Maybe to stream. I don't know. Maybe I just. Oh well, I'll have to rewatch it in sub because that was the horrible experience. It sounded. I hate. Don't get me wrong, dude.
Young
Like
Midoriya.
yeah, young Midoriya. You're getting Detroit smashed, and it's just like, dude, Bakuga sounds just like, oh Midoriya. I hate you."
The dude who does the voice
can't,
acting for
dude.
Bakugo in the English dub, that dude needs probably like constantly to like gargle or something, because like that's gotta strain his throat.
Yeah,
He's like yelling
Dude.
all the time.
and it's like, and the funny thing is, I noticed this. Sasuke English dub is the same as Bakuga English, the same guy. So it's
the
like,
same guy.
and yeah, it's the same American voice actor. And okay, no props to you guys for doing this, but it just sucks because I think the reason why I hate it is it sounds so forced, dude. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like their voices sound so forced. When like Japanese, you obviously don't understand it, but they sound so like natural, dude. It's just like. So it just Dragon Ball Z is like the only thing I can watch dubbed. I think.
I think it's better dubbed because the tiny Lady Goku voice.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball
Yeah.
I think that one is a must for dub. That one's got to be a
Yeah,
must.
dude. It's a must, dude.
But yeah,
Seriously,
like,
a must.
I think we should talk about My Hero Academia for the Otaku Cast. That should be
Yeah,
like
dude. I'm so down, dude.
that's what got me to talking to you guys about it. To do the Otaku Cast.
That should be it, man. Kudos we give you every time. Konnichiwa, konnichiwa, we can just like go crazy. I think it'd be funny, dude.
Have you seen the clip that Francis linked? The SNL clip?
No, I didn't. Oh yeah. Dude, that's hilarious. I've seen that that skit, dude.
It's so funny.
I know,
though,
dude.
Because they get called out.
It's hilarious.
They get called out.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. I think we
good.
could do it, dude. I think it'd be funny.
Well, we will. We definitely have to talk about My Hero Academia. So
Yes.
stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so yeah, that's what's been up with us. Let us know what you guys have been up to in the chat. We're super curious.
Please.
Or you can message us on our Discord because there is now an official Quit Stalling Geekcast channel there. So yeah, hit us up, guys. Let us know what you've been up to. And of course, if you've been playing video games, let us know on the Game Bite channel what you've been playing. All right, Derek, man, Let's talk about some news because we got to get.
Let's do
going.
it.
We got to get going. Here we go.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Here we go.
Yes, I see. Good news, everyone!
It's the news, and it's brought to you by the Quiddies, the 2018 Quiddies. You might be wondering, why 2018, Harold? Because we never got to recognize the wonderful folks who joined us over the 2017-2018 period. So we're giving them a chance to win awards. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the month or early next month, whenever we decide that we're all free, we'll be doing the Quiddies. And of course, right now, these are some of the categories that you'll be seeing on the Quiddies. Superhero Movie of the Year 2018, Game that came out of the year 2018, Overwatch Scrim Pickup Group of the Year, and of course, right now, and very soon will be ending, is the poll for Viewer's Choice Award Guest of the Year 2017 to 2018. So head on over to our Facebook or our Discord and vote for your favorite guest of Quit Stalling, whether they were on GameButt or the Quit Stalling Geekcast. Vote for them and give them a shot at coming back on the show. No, give them a shot at winning an award. All right, so we got nominees like Pikachu, The Gaming House, We'll Work for Games, Paco MNL, and so much more. Check them out, guys. Give them a vote. Right now, I think the leading vote getter is Little Kitty Mimi, followed up by Yumi, who just came on screen, and of course, Glocko. So check it out, guys. The Quit Stalling Awards 2018 out very soon. And as I mentioned earlier on in the show, Derek, you are up for a Quiddy, and I think the announcement of the award you're winning is either this week or next week. So
I can't wait, dude.
Not the award you're winning, man. The award you are up for winning.
Oh, you're right.
So people have to vote still. People have to vote.
I'm gonna green giant that thing like crazy.
that sounds like a weird innuendo. So we'll move on.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we got a lot of news. It's fine, you know. If you got a green giant, it, you know, you would do it.
Gotta do it.
You gotta do it. All right. So we got some news to talk about, like we mentioned. Let's look for this. We have not Jinx.com. We have some spotlights to shine on Disney right now, Derek. Some Disney in our lives. So are you a subscriber of online streaming services, Derek?
Yes, I am. I am, fortunately, am of Netflix, Hulu. I guess I don't know if you would consider Amazon Prime, but I guess might as well.
Might as well.
You might as well. Much. Yeah.
But there are a lot right now, and it's about to get even more
changing
crowded.
The game, man. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty insane. It's about to get super crowded up in the space of online streaming because Disney Plus is launching on November 12th, 2019, this year. November 12th this year.
That's so crazy, man.
It's insane, man.
I can't wait, man. I'm like so excited, man.
It's super cool. So you're gonna get a lot of things with Disney Plus this year, and it's gonna start off in the Americas, of course, parts of Europe. I'm hoping here in the Philippines as well. They're looking to launch in every major region of the world over the next 2 years. So they're gonna dole it out a little slowly. And the good thing is, it's gonna allow for you to download the content so you can watch it offline, kind of like how Netflix does.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
It's super cool because, you know, you and I, we've experienced flying for trips, you know, so it's useful for stuff like that. We're gonna get a lot of content day one. They've announced Captain Marvel. They've announced the entire signature collection for Disney. So you got Snow White, you got your Bambis and your Beauty and the Beasts and
that's
Little
gonna get my
Mermaids.
mom on that for sure.
Oh, for real?
She's a huge classic Disney. Like, I think it's because of my mom that I love Disney so much. Dude, she's a fanatic. It's insane.
That's awesome, dude. That's
yeah,
awesome.
It's cool.
Sounds like a fun household that you grew up in.
Yeah, very colorful household. A lot of soundtracks and yeah, a lot of music. On Christmas, we played like Disney songs, dude. It wasn't like the Christmas things. We played like which we'll getting into that later too. But but yeah, dude, that was my whole life was like Disney, man. But yeah, it looks so great, man. Mandalorian's like the main reason why I'm gonna be subscribing. But
Oh heck yeah, man! Heck
And
yeah!
I think, dude, they can probably. I don't even deny seeing like in the future like Netflix under this streaming service.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah!
Disney's just going out, man. They're owning everything right now.
They really are. Eventually, like everything we know will be under Disney Plus.
Yeah, I know, dude. Seriously. I mean, the name's kind of like, I feel like it's gonna get better with Disney Plus, but yeah, well, I mean, that's a cool. I like the animation. It's kind of like the castle, you know?
Yeah. It's on brand as well because that's what they named the ESPN streaming service, ESPN Plus.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's on brand. You mentioned The Mandalorian, Derek, and we're gonna get a lot of original series straight to Disney Plus. They're going the Netflix route and skipping traditional television, although eventually it'll probably get syndicated. But we're getting a lot of great series. You guys might have seen Falcon and Winter Soldier up on your screen earlier on if you're watching the video feed. I initially thought it was gonna be a separate series, but they're gonna be 2 in 1. It's gonna be Falcon and Winter Soldier in one series. So,
wow.
I guess they're gonna survive the snapping.
Yeah, I guess so. Way to go, guys. A little subtle, yeah.
Spoiler alert. And of course, The Mandalorian, which I'm super looking forward to because it's helmed by Jon Favreau, and we're getting a pretty good cast. We've seen certain people do. We mentioned it in previous episodes. People doing the voice acting for droids. You know, we've seen people like Taika Waititi in the studio and the behind the scenes stuff that Jon Favreau has posted. So, original Star Wars content, original live action Star Wars content, Eric. This is the first one we're ever getting that isn't a movie.
I know. I can't wait, dude. That alone, like even without the Disney Marvel stuff, which obviously was going to come with it, I was excited to just for Star Wars. And like honestly, I think they're going to dominate that genre because they're going to have Star Wars, they're going to have all the Marvel stuff. They're obviously going to have all the Marvel series stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm only going to watch Netflix for, like, other movies. But let's be honest. We really like the Disney stuff. That's why we really watch for. So, oh, man. And they have the old stuff, too. So it's like, you can't beat that, man. Come on. They even have the greatest cartoons, like, of all time.
Yeah, and some might say that those cartoons have been running on for too long. As Kit Falbo has mentioned, $6.99 is the price you're paying per month, and $69.99 if you're paying annually. So you get 2 months off if you pay annually. Kit Falbo mentioned The Simpsons. You're getting all 30 seasons of The Simpsons day one. Whether you want to see just the first few seasons or all of them, they'll be on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Kit Falbo also mentioned in the chat, Derek, that Disney owns Epic Rap Battles. They own pretty much a lot of companies under the sun, like we've been talking about. It's ridiculous. It
really is.
Oh my gosh! Like imagine
the ESPN thing already shocked me. Like I went there to Disneyland and I was like 12, and I'm like, there's like ESPN bars, and like I'm like, dude, this is sick. I was like 12, but I'm like, this is awesome. I'm like, where? How? And then, dude, that's what I'm saying. You could, if they're smart, which I think they should do. The main problem in America right now, you guys don't have it too much. We're in the Philippines. I noticed that when I was there, which is awesome. But like our channels, well, actually, maybe you guys do have this issue. The amount we pay for the stuff that we get is ridiculous. So like I pay. So we have 6 of us living in this house, but it's not too bad. We split it 6 ways, but I pay about $250 a month on internet, around there, like $220, and that's like we have all these channels, dude. We don't ever watch, but it's just with the package, and we only have it for the high quality speed internet and like ports, right? But like what these things should be doing, which Disney should which should work on probably when they do. I think they'll do it anyways. Is that having ESPN on there? Because honestly, if you have, like I said, if you had a streaming service that was had sports and just dedicated to that, I wouldn't even need to buy cable anymore. Honestly, like what's the point?
Exactly.
You have all the stuff there.
And when you refer to sports, you know, it's not the behind the scenes stuff, because we do get a lot of that from like ESPN Plus and all those other apps. We're talking about the live events. You know, we want to see, you know, stuff while we're on the move. You know, like I'm keeping track of a basketball game. I don't want to have to go to the NBA app, or switch over to the soccer app, or switch over to the tennis app. Put it all in one.
Yeah. Exactly, man. Exactly. And they could. I don't know why they don't do it. Honestly, I honestly think though it's the commercials and the ads that are paying them so much money that they'll lose. You know, which I get it, but like Hulu has the streaming service right now for sports, and it's like when they move, I'm not gonna need my thing. I just have to look for a new internet. That's the only thing. But hopefully, Google Fiber Optics will be there because they're doing that too. So see, you know, the world is just evolving, you guys, and it's a great time to be alive.
Oh, so good. It's so good. And speaking of great times to be alive, Derek, there's so much that we can get from Disney Plus, and I'm actually looking forward to this. We're not going to go to every single detail, but I want to list off a couple of things that I'm pretty excited about.
Yes.
And stuff that I guess we just have to mention. WandaVision is another Marvel show that's coming on Disney Plus, and it's going to be a live action series starring Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany for Wanda Maximoff, aka Scarlet Witch, and the Vision. Hottie alert! We've also got Marvel's What If. It's going to be an animated show, but what it's going to do, Derek, is it's going to take key points in the MCU and show you what if something else happened. So maybe Thor went for the head. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Right? Maybe. What's his name? Chris Pratt lost the dance battle.
Oh, no.
Right?
No!
Maybe Groot didn't die.
Ooh, man.
A lot of what ifs, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of that in Marvel's What If. I'm super psyched for that because of all the possibilities. Bimo Kingaboo in the chat says into the Marvel-verse.
I like that.
Oh,
what
damn.
if Edgar Wright directed?
Kid Falmo!
Damn.
It's so good. What if Edgar Wright directed Ant-Man? That's a good one. That's a good one. So I'm super psyched for that.
That'd be funny, dude.
We're gonna get a Loki series, which is gonna be super good. Going back to Star Wars real quick, we're getting a Cassian Andor series with Diego Luna reprising his role as Cassian Andor, and Alan Tudyk back as his faithful, well, not faithful, you know, his passive droid companion. And on the Nat Geo side, Derek, this is what really got me, because we talked about this on the show, I think before you came on, or maybe during. The World According to Jeff Goldblum, a documentary series where Jeff Goldblum pulls back the curtain on a seemingly familiar object to reveal a world of astonishing connections. So that's super cool.
That's
and
awesome.
lastly, Magic of the Animal Kingdom, a documentary series which takes viewers behind the scenes with the highly respected animal care experts, veterinarians and biologists at Disney's Animal Kingdom and Epcot's Sea Base Aquarium. Actually, you know what? There's one more that I want to mention, or two more. One for my niece, High School Musical, the series, apparently is a thing. And then another one is Monsters at Work, which is set after the first Monsters, Inc. movie.
No way!
Yeah! This is what I wanted.
Oh, man. It's going to have Boo as a grown-up adult. Dude.
I feel like this is the best way to do it. I feel like this is the best way to do it.
I just thought about the plot. Boo is an adult who's working and forgot about the fun of life, and then they're gonna have to come back and show her what it's like to have fun. Boom. That's the plot right there, dude.
That's deep.
I'm telling you, dude.
That's deep.
Dude, that's the crazy, right? Tell me that's not like what it is though, because like at the end, right? They're like, you gotta laugh, but she grows up. They destroy. Oh, they didn't destroy the door, but like, dude, I'm telling you, that's gotta be what it is. She grows up. Oh no, wait though.
No, I think what they're doing is
Pixar theory.
Yeah,
she's the witch, so I don't know.
I think what they're doing is they're setting it a few months after the first movie ended. So
just a few months. So Kitty's still like
it could lead to that eventually.
Oh, that's true. I like I said the Pixar theory though. So she's like a witch. So that's the theory. But she's the witch from Brave. That's the. Have you ever like delved into that, dude? It's insane. No. It makes so much sense.
Really?
Like there's this whole theory we should talk about on a show. Well, there's this literal like theory, like all the Pixar movies are connected, and like this guy literally took like days, and he like had it to a T. Like, for long story short, like each movie takes place in a different time. Like, Boo is the witch from Brave because like the witch in Brave had like a Sully like figurine, right? Like a wood carving of Sully, and her magic powers to let people go through doors into other dimensions, like what she saw when she was little. You know what I mean? So it's like, dude, stuff like that, and it just blows your mind. And like at the end of the Wall-E, it's where Bugs Life picks up, because for some reason it's like it's a lot of like war or machine versus human versus animals, because right, it's like it doesn't make sense. So like, how do all these cars talk? But they're like, well, because they got intelligent from Wall-E, and then the machines won and killed everybody, and then the Bugs Life, dude. But it sounds so crazy, but like I'm telling you, dude, you read it, it's like it's real, and they connect but it's only Pixar movies though, only Pixar movies. Yeah, not like Little Mermaid and stuff.
Okay, no Rapunzel, no Rapunzel.
Yeah, they've tried to link Frozen with Little Mermaid though, so but they're trying with that now. But no, the Pixar theory, dude, is legit, man. It's crazy.
Kit Falbo saying, "Oh, damn, Kit Falbo." I don't think I can say that Glee part, but he's saying humans plus monster love triangle if anime can do it.
Right, that's true, dude. I totally believe it.
Oh man, but I think this is the best way they could do the Monsters Inc. continuation. Cause
oh yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
They kind of wrapped up the movie in like for everyone like in a good place. So I think the best way to do it is like the day-to-day life instead of another grand story arc, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it'd be awesome to watch. I think everyone just misses Monsters Inc., dude. Especially after Kingdom Hearts 3 came back out and they put the Monsters Hunter World in there. You're just like, I miss those feels, man.
Definitely. And
all this stuff is for us, dude, not the kids that are out nowadays. It's all for the grown-ups, dude.
Honestly, like,
dude.
I feel the same way. And you mentioned Frozen. One of the things they're doing on Disney Plus is Into the Unknown, making Frozen 2. It's supposedly a first of its kind documentary series where it takes us behind the scenes of making Frozen 2. I don't think it's gonna be the first of its kind unless it's like super innovative. Like what's it called? Like what's that? Like Bandersnatch? I don't think it's gonna be like that. But
oh yeah, I know. What will Elsa do? Like the do you want to be a millionaire music? Kill her sister Anna? Or yeah, actually.
Oh man, I'm gonna take a suitcase. I'll take a suitcase.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Disney Plus. Actually, it's way more promising now that they've told us what's coming. And you know, we were talking a lot about Star Wars, Derek. This is the weekend or the week of Star Wars Celebration Chicago, so we're getting a lot of details unfolding over the coming days. We'll have to talk about them next week, but I did want to bring it up because Star Wars Celebration is gonna break a lot of ground. We're gonna see new games from EA and Respawn. We're gonna see details on, I guess, some of these shows, and we're gonna get the announcement for Star Wars Episode 9, and we're getting a trailer dropped on us as well. So
I know, dude. That's what I've been wondering. I was actually gonna say that. It's been a while, dude. We haven't had a teaser for anything with Star Wars Episode 9. It's kind of scary at the same time, but you don't even have leaked pictures. Like, you know, normally you'll have like, oh, here's Rey like doing lightsaber exercises, blah blah blah. Nope. Kylo Ren being a baby, throwing stuff. Nope. Which is Adam Driver has been in a lot of upcoming movies. That's why I was kind of worried. You know what I mean? So I was like, you got a lot of time to do, but he seems like a hardworking dude, man. But yeah, I can't wait for the Star Wars stuff to come out. May 4th is around the corner too. So just imagine. So it's gonna be. I can't wait, man. It's Star Wars news is always great news, man.
Definitely.
For me, for me.
I have to agree, and that's one of our core things we talk about here in the Kutztown Geekcast, and it's been dry.
Oh,
we haven't had much Star Wars to talk about, so I'm excited for this.
I know.
Oh, and on Disney Plus, we're also getting that final season of Clone Wars, the unreleased season, so that's gonna be good.
Ooh. Hopefully it's like the R-rated version, or like the adult version. Like they just make it dark. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be good.
Yeah, no, exactly. Especially that art style now. How long ago was that? Like 10 years ago, maybe?
Oh, that's when it started, I think. Man, it's been a while.
A lot of animation's been changed since then, so they can do a lot, man. Cool fight scenes.
Definitely. All right, and our last bit of Disney news for the day. All right, we got a good trailer here for The Lion King. We got a good look at how a lot of these characters are gonna look, like Simba, young and old. Scar, not looking so much
Scarry, yeah.
wise. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
like,
right.
He's missing a lot of the dark tones that make him Scar.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it's for realism.
No, yeah, exactly. That's what I got. That's what I thought too. And I don't know, man. The only thing that bothered me a little bit was I don't really feel like I can't. I'm assuming this is Simba at the end. You know, when he's walking up and roaring. I don't get that regal feeling. Like he feels like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you watch the Disney one. Like, you see Simba, you're like, dude, that guy looks like a prince.
Yeah.
/ about to be king. Mufasa looks like Mufasa. Like, God, this guy, like, don't want to mess with him. These tigers look so basic, which I get it, dude. It's like realistic. Duh. Well, like, come on, man. You made Aslan and Narnia look like a beast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if they do that, like I said, I just gotta wait till the movie comes out. I'm definitely gonna watch it, dude. Lion King is one of the greatest of all time. So I can't wait. I mean, Jungle Book was good. I thought it was good. So like, I hope that they kind of approach it with that same like theatrical, like, and have the same songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually saw a funny meme. It has like Nala.
Oh, I saw
They had that scene. You saw that the Beyonce, like Nala's like drinking the water, and it's like, can you feel? Then you have the live action. Oh, the single lady or something like that. You know?
It's a got me looking so crazy right now. You love.
Yeah, that's right. Now you got me looking so. That's right, dude. That's right. Oh, it's so funny.
It's gonna be good.
But yeah, they should have made Scar red, man. That was weird.
Yeah,
Make
or
it
at least give him
little
the
red, dude.
Give him the dark mane. I think that's all that's missing. Like,
yeah, actually, yeah, that's true. Just make it dirty as hell.
Yeah, does he have a scar? Does he even have a scar?
He does, dude. He has a huge scar in his eye. I'm pretty sure, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I see
I
that.
couldn't tell on the live action though if you could see it that well, but they could be like, you know, maybe they're wanting to. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of seeing it as they're trying to go approach it as like a very realistic looking thing. Which
I
is
see the
kinda
scar there.
Scary, dude.
Yeah, look,
Dude, it's kind of scary. And we talked about this before, man. I feel bad. I'm almost scared for the children that watch this and think that it might be okay to talk to animals. You know what I mean? That's what I've always been worried about. Like, don't get me wrong. These live action things, they're sick, dude. They're awesome.
Yeah.
But like, if you're a kid and you see that, you're thinking, oh, well, what if maybe I can get an animal to talk to me? No matter, you know, even parents will tell you, oh, dude, it's not real. But dude, come on, you're a kid, dude. I thought freaking I could get superpowers at the age of 4 and become a Super Saiyan at the age of 6. You know what I mean? So it's just like things like that. I feel like if I could think that, what more of another child? You know what I mean? It's just kind of scary.
Another child.
I mean, yeah, I'm saying like kids around the world probably could think the same thing. You know, you even have people like our age, to be honest, that like kind of go a little crazy, like especially with the anime stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but it looks good. I can't wait to watch it. I really hope they just put all the songs in there, dude.
Same.
The songs are like one of the greatest things of the movie, man.
I agree. I definitely agree with that point, man.
Yeah. Is Uncle James? Is James Earl Jones still the Mufasa?
Uncle James.
I don't know why I said Uncle James, dude.
Because he looks like Uncle Phil.
That's true. That's right.
Uncle Phil.
That's right.
Oh man, yeah. He is voicing Mufasa, and
that's why
it's gonna be good.
Perfect.
It's gonna be good. All right.
It's gonna be awesome.
Let's brush over this real quick. Suicide Squad 2. Idris Elba will not be playing Deadshot as people initially thought he would. Out of respect to Will Smith, he will be playing a new character, and some people are speculating this will actually even open the door to Will Smith coming back for a Suicide Squad 3 if this one does well.
That's good.
Yeah. So yeah.
Maybe he's like the evil brother or something. Well, eviler brother. Sorry.
You mean shot dead?
Yeah. It's both of his eyes. He's like blind, dude. He's just like. Oh.
Oh my
He's like,
God.
how's your eyes? I came back because I was shot dead.
Oh my God. No.
Here it comes, dude.
And one more bit of DC news. Ian Glenn. Most people nowadays would be familiar with him as Sir Jorah Mormont of House Mormont.
Mr. Friendzone.
Mr. Friendzone, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. He will be taking up the mantle of Bruce Wayne in DC's Titans TV show that's been streaming online on DC Universe. So in season 2, he will be taking up the mantle of the Bat, the cowl of the man. You have any thoughts on this, or should we just go past it?
Yeah, I think my thought is the grayscale just morphed into the Batman suit. That's what's gonna happen, dude. In Game of Thrones, just grayscale. It's giving me technological prowess. Just like starts like creating gadgets, dude. I mean, if you look at the picture, I just thought of like, it kind of looks like the grayscale a little bit on its like body.
It could.
You know what I mean? No, but yeah, I don't know how I really feel about it.
Same. Because
I mean, I see it more as an Alfred, dude. Honestly, like, to be honest.
That's a good point. So this is gonna be different.
Weird.
And they kind of made Bruce look like a real. Have you seen Titans? Have you?
I haven't, dude. I honestly can't
Okay.
get myself to watch it. I can't bring myself to watch
Actually,
it.
pretty good.
I mean,
Pretty good.
I know Jay was saying that one day it was pretty good on the show. But it's just there's so many other things that I know I want to watch if ever before I watch that. So it's like I feel like, and this is my thing. I honestly think it's gonna be good. But if we know anything about superhero series like Arrow and Flash, they're always great at first, and then they drag out and become really stupid.
Yes.
That's Daredevil for now. I haven't seen Daredevil has been great all seasons, but and Iron Fist, yeah, Iron Fist is great. Since Juancho's not here, Iron Fist was so good, dude. Oh, yes. And
He doesn't watch the show. He won't know we said
I
this.
know he doesn't.
He
You
won't
know what's funny though? So speaking of this, remember we were talking about how it was ending,
Uh-huh.
like for sure because they were selling the product. I brought it up with a friend at work, and this is what he said. He goes, "Well, how do you know they're not just wanting to get rid of Disney? Doesn't want to have any of the property of Netflix, and that's why they're selling it off." I was like, the intellectual property, you know what I mean? So maybe it could have. I just want hope, man. Just come back, bring it back to Disney Plus. Be Disney Plus Ultra, dude.
Defenders are coming home.
Oh god, dude, seriously. Come on, Disney.
Yeah.
Go Plus Ultra, please.
Go. Oh man. Flash.
Yeah,
Ultra!
and then Disney Plus Ultra, and just bring them all back.
Damn, man. Oh man. So, check out My Hero Academia, people. Check it out.
Yes, please, dude.
All right. Real quick, I also want to breeze through this because we talked about it last week. So the Addams Family got a trailer. We talked about their stellar cast. Oh yeah, that's. I love that. So we talked about the stellar cast that they were able to get for the Addams Family. People like Oscar Isaac are on board. So yeah, there's a trailer out now, and I recommend you guys check it out. It really has that Addams Family humor, in my opinion. It's leaning a little more towards the movies, just a little more towards the movies than the 90s TV show. But yeah. It's pretty cool. I hope it lives up to the expectations of people who are fans of the Addams Family.
Yeah, I agree. And just to quickly comment, I that first picture we had last week, it did not give me hope. But the animation on this doesn't look too bad as I thought it would look. So
yeah,
it's the trailer is pretty good. Makes you it's definitely nostalgic for those who watched it back in the day.
I agree. I definitely agree. Especially with the whole like the photo was okay, but the animation is pretty good. It's not bad.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's all about the story at this point. So hopefully they give us some good story. But you know what, Derek? The hottest piece of animation is actually from a live action show. All right, we got a little
cute Jigglypuff, dude. It's so adorable, man.
I linked you guys this the second I watched it. And this is so freaking good. This is what I wanted.
I felt like a kid again when this came out. It was like that. Who's that Pokemon? I'm like, it's Venusaur. It's Pikachu. Eevee. Oh my god! Just like pointing at everything. I didn't like Eevee though, to be honest. Eevee kind of looked weird to me.
Easy. I
The
like
face.
the
The face looked weird.
I like
the fluffiness is great. But dude, Psyduck also. It kind of was weird that Psyduck didn't have the sigh. It had like a little baby like Psyduck when she was talking to me, anyways. In the car, right? That scene right there. Pikachu's like, oh yeah, so you're this, and Psyduck had a really high pitched voice instead of like the dumb sigh. But then again, the series might just had a really dumb side arc, so maybe we're just wrong. Oh, dude, it looks so good, man. The amount of Pokemon, dude, they probably have so many, dude.
Exactly. So for those of you who are listening to the audio-only version of the podcast, we're talking about the casting call video that was put up online for Detective Pikachu. This is such a good video. They even set it to to the perfect song.
I know.
I wanna dance with somebody.
So good, dude.
So, like, I went through this frame by frame to just catch the last few seconds.
Did
as
you?
well.
I love it, dude. I love it.
So, for those of you who are listening again to the audio only, if you haven't seen this video yet, the casting call for Detective Pikachu, they pretty much give us the best look we've gotten yet at how the Pokemon will look in the movie, because it's set up like a casting scene where you have each Pokemon show up in front of a white screen, and you know they give their little few seconds of what they do. We get this little clip of Ryan Reynolds as Detective Pikachu talking to the Psyduck, talking about the music, and I love it. Like, he says Flareon. He literally says,
Yeah, he does.
Flareon.
He does. Ooh, Flareon. I like when he said Mother of Arceus. That was pretty funny too.
That was good. So yeah, we got to look at a lot of these Pokemon, and it really is more for the visual. This is the first time I got a long look at Eevee. Eevee looks like he has a flat top, like a buzz
That's what
cut.
I said. That's why it kind of looked funny to me. That's why I was like, it kind of looked weird, but like everyone else looked pretty good. Like I said, but I told you guys before when you talked about the Snubbull thing. I just never thought of Snubbull having fur. There's some Pokemon, like their textures they could have fixed. Like, I'm not a huge fan of how they made Charizard look, but he looks fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he's a little too scaly, dude. I always thought of his skin as smooth and like a lizard, but like
salamander.
smoother, you know what I mean? Exactly like a salamander. So that's why I was like, they kind of made him like a Komodo dragon type thing. But it's cool, dude. Dude, it's a Pokemon movie. It's live action. It works. I can't wait to see what they're gonna. I'm gonna watch this. The hell out of this.
So good. It looks so good. So real quick on the Eevee buzz cut, the flat top. I think it's reminiscent of Let's Go Eevee, where you can actually customize the look.
That's true. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that could be what it is. Cause see on the bottom how it has like a color palette and stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of So maybe they're just doing something funny.
No, because like I like that. I like how this could be a way they differentiate each Pokemon. You know, because.
Right,
you can get lost in all the Pokemon, and to differentiate themselves with different haircuts, with different clothing, like how Ryan Reynolds' Pikachu has the hat. Like, you can do that with every Pokemon. You know, each of them will have like unique characteristics. Like, imagine a Gyarados with a scar over its left eye. You know, like,
yeah, exactly.
So I love this. I love that they're giving them personality, so that, you know, even casual viewers of the movie can be like, hey, that's the one from earlier. That's the side that's owned by this character.
That's true. Yeah. You're right.
Like, oh, there's a little bow on him. I know whose Squirtle that is. You know, like that's something they could do with this. And I'm a huge fan of what they're doing right now. And I think they need to get on Disney Plus and and do a show.
Yeah. I know, dude. I love seeing the Pokeball part with Cubone. That makes me think that there's trainers and they fight and they don't just live in a world of Pokemon, but they actually have Pokeballs. Like that part right there, yeah. That gave me hope. Like, oh, dude, that's cool. So maybe you can still catch Pokemon and
so like we're in a legit Pokemon world. We're not in an offshoot world where they live with the Pokemon, but they don't get captured or trained. We're actually gonna see a world of set in the Pokemon universe.
Right, exactly.
Oh man, I'm so excited for this. Like, there's so many of them. Like, you could easily
dude.
miss like a bunch of these in the trailer because.
Yeah, I know. Oh, no, seriously, it goes really fast.
Look at that,
man.
Sneasel. I forgot what the name of this one is. The little
Torterra. Yeah, it's Torterra.
Yeah.
Dude, they have like all the. BMO King says, "Give me that Pikachu trading card." I love it.
Oh yeah, so
dude, that'd be cool if they did. But I remember the old Pokemon movies. Yeah, they give you that. I love how they did that. They give you that Pokemon. I remember that. Remember the ancient Mew, dude, you got from watching Mewtwo Strikes Back? I think I still have that card. Dude.
Me too.
Like, crazy. Me too. You know what I mean? I love how they're doing that. I think this would be awesome, man. Good job, Pokemon. You guys are doing it right, man.
They really are. They really are. I think that's the main thing we can say today is they're doing it right so far.
What a time to be alive, dude. Seriously.
Yeah,
It's just a
speaking
lot
of
of great
Mewtwo,
things.
man, we got a little peek at Mewtwo at the end.
Yeah,
like
a little
closer
another
look.
sneak. Yeah. Yeah, he looks good, dude.
This looks more like the Mewtwo we know than the first time we saw him in that other trailer.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I hope he does the telepathic, like, communicating. I think that'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Oh, so
That'd
good.
be awesome.
So good. All right. Well, Derek, we've talked a lot about the news today, but we need to talk about a few other things, some love.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe talk a little bit about death and maybe some robots. So let's do it, guys. Let's talk about
wait.
Love, Death, Robots episode recap. Let's do it. Here we go.
Holy spoiler alert!
Yes, the spoiler
Yes.
alert is up, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for episode recap. We're going to talk about love, death, and robots on this episode recap. Again, we've been doing this over the past 2 weeks, and we're going to continue to do it today. We've got some episodes of Love, Death, and Robots queued up. So before we do, I want to mention we're going to do a quick double take on The Witness, episode 3 of Love, Death, and Robots. But today's episodes, we're doing Sucker of Souls, episode 5, When the Yogurt Took Over, episode 6, and episode 7, Into the Aquila Rift. All right, those are the episodes we're tackling today on Love, Death, and Robots. But like I mentioned, I want to do a double take real quick on episode 3, Derek. I want to do a quick double take because The Witness
Let's do it.
was actually set, according to the writer and director of Love, Death, and Robots, is The Witness. It really was actually set in alternate future Hong Kong. I mentioned during the last time that I thought it was Russia because of the Russian writing, but it's actually in an alternate future Hong Kong, which makes sense. We talked about how it does kind of look like Hong Kong with all the buildings stacked up on each other.
Exactly.
There was
Really does.
Chinese writing that I missed on my first view through, so it's pretty cool. I appreciate all these little details that come up eventually, and I actually enjoy when the writers and the directors and people who were involved in the shows like revisit them or talk about them to the press and to the media, because it's super cool. I really appreciate it.
Seriously.
Gives you that extra layer that
looks-
you've missed.
It's actually nice that we have something to go off now. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah, that we're like, okay, Hong Kong now, not all like we're. What is it? Yeah, that's awesome to know.
I like it. Oh man, I'm a fan of the behind the scenes stuff, and I'm glad that we're getting more detail. I wish
it's
Netflix
awesome.
would actually do this. I wanted to bring this up. I wish Netflix would give us even in between seasons, like now that we're in a content drought for Love, Death, and Robots because they release everything right away. Halfway through, maybe give us a behind the scenes. Like, oh, this is what it took to make this episode and this episode and this episode. I would eat that up.
Oh yeah, same here.
Oh man. So, Derek, let's jump into it. Let's talk about our first Love, Death, and Robots episode of the day, Sucker of Souls. Sucker of Souls.
Suck your blood.
So, again, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it yet, because we're talking about it. We're talking about it in as much depth as we can. Derek, give me your initial thoughts on the Sucker of Souls episode of Love, Death, and Robots.
Initial thought was, I thought it was going to be like, the art style was, this is probably, I don't want to say like look the cheapest, because I actually liked the animation, but you know what I mean? It was kind of along those lines, like, oh, very cartoony. It's probably like I always do, oh, that's probably a lame story, but it was actually really, really good. I liked it a lot. I mean, it's Dracula. At first, you're kind of, dude, the blood and gore. I love that, dude. And it was just like, you didn't expect that with this style of animation. You know what I mean? You thought it was going to be like pretty family friendly, maybe a lighter episode. Like, oh, they're digging up stuff. And then you see the Dracula like split the dude's body in half and blood everywhere. Oh, dude, I loved it. Very short to me, but I loved how the animation, how he evolved, and you got the funny banter with the girl and the main guy. Yeah, the mercenaries. She like shot the dude in his crotch. I was like, you know, it's awesome. It's funny. But yeah, it's just it kind of makes you want to know. It's the ending is kind of leaves you like, damn, I wonder what happened. Did the cat save them, or was it not enough? But
Ooh,
I love it, man.
Yeah. So real quick, they do apparently have like an Into the Animation on YouTube for Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh,
so
that's
check it out,
awesome.
people. Yeah. Talking about the ending. Okay, so let's go straight to the ending, man. It was pretty, like, just when you thought they got away.
Right.
They dive into like a cavern, part of where they were of the tombs, and it turns out there's a ton of those Dracula-like, vampire-like monsters deeper into the cave.
Right.
And
There's a lot, dude. Yeah.
I don't think there's a way that could have ended well for them. I think the cat could only do so much.
I thought the mummy with the cat thing. Remember
Yeah,
that mummy?
yeah.
Like the mummy was scared of the cats. I was like, oh, maybe it's like a mummy that's like, oh, but it's Dracula. I was like, oh, that's kind of a different take on it. I like it, and it was good. Yeah, so it was like one of those. I liked it a lot though. I just honestly wish it was a little bit longer, and you kind of saw how they were trying to get out at the end. But yeah, it was a good, short, like start to finish, good story. The animation was great. Love the bloody scenes, and the banter was good.
I felt bad
you
for
like
the. Yeah, I loved it, dude. I really enjoyed this one. I felt bad for that research assistant, the Korean research assistant that just like gets murdered.
I
straight
know.
up.
Just a new guy. The guy's like, yeah, you got it, man. Go. AKA, I don't want to do it. It looks sketchy. I thought it was pretty funny.
Like,
dude,
and
this guy, this
like,
scientist, dude.
Not only was he the first casualty, like he went out in the worst way. Like he got split in half,
I know.
and then like every part of him just peels off. Like, oh god.
I love how the main guy's like, what the heck? He just said, what the F all loud. I was like, damn.
Yeah, very
Yeah, it was
visceral
good.
experience.
I liked it too. Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Man, like yeah. So I felt like this was a good episode. Definitely not the best in my opinion, but
Right.
but very solid in its own right. I agree with you. The animation wasn't like the fanciest, but it did the job well.
Right, yeah. It was still respectable,
Yeah,
for sure.
All right. So
What would you give a
would
rating?
Ooh, oh, you asked me. I like that. You asked me this
Yeah,
time.
there you go.
I would rate it. Ooh, this is tough. This is one of the tougher ones. Again, I can't say I hate any of the Love, Death, and Robots episodes because
No,
they're all
seriously.
really good.
Yeah,
but
they're all really good.
this was one of my lesser favorite ones. I would have I would have to give it a 7 because it's great. It's so good, but there's some things that just don't reach the highs that the other episodes do. And like you still get a lot of the suspense, you get a lot of the action and the relief that you want, and of course the tragic ending that we're starting to get familiar with at this point in Love, Death, and Robots. And yeah, I found it a good episode. So 7 for me. How about you, man?
I'd say a good 7 as well. I was gonna say the same thing. Yes, I mean it sucks because like I kind of compare it to the other ones, but like, I mean, I was attentive the whole time. But don't get me wrong, it was very attention grabbing. That wasn't an issue at all. It's just very, like I said, kind of shorter. It might have changed for me if it was a little bit longer.
Okay.
I was actually confused at one point. At the very beginning, how they're running away. For some reason, because I watched it the second time with my wife, and I only caught it. I was lost like when they were going to continue that scene. I didn't even see it get picked up.
Oh.
But then
okay.
I realized it was like kind of on the way to them going to the other guy. So I was like, oh, okay. But no, it was. I definitely say a 7 as well.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Again, I don't think there's an episode where we can like totally bash of Love, Death, and Robots.
Right.
They're pretty good shows.
They're all great. Yeah.
They're all great.
They're all so good.
Without a Juancho here, our average rating is 7. So 7 for Sucker of Souls. All right. So next up, we got When the Yogurt Took Over. This is one of the quirkier ones for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh man. What are your thoughts on When the Yogurt Took Over, Derek?
I thought it was pretty funny. I actually thought it was more of a metaphor of maybe like how I couldn't really tell where they were leading with it. Maybe there was like money in our world, or if it was like something else. But I love the idea, dude. It's stuff like that. It was weird. Like, I'm gonna be wrong. Like, it's kind of strange, but like I get it, and it was like interesting to watch. talking yogurt, and I thought it was funny how like the plants were like looked like yogurt cups, dude. It was just and it was just so funny. And I honestly think it's subtly saying things that could happen to us. Like honestly, not saying that yogurt could take over, but the fact that if they followed this plan, things could work out, but they didn't, and now look where we are now. But then look, flash forward like couple hundred years later, everything's perfect, and you know what I mean? I feel like it's just they're kind of reflecting off our own society in a subtle way, or like what our society could be. Oh yeah, which is why I think that's why I kind of enjoyed it too. But it was a funny way of using the yogurt, so I thought that was hilarious. And the animation was just the weirdest looking people, but it was funny, man. It was and the humor definitely kept it in there for me. If that humor wasn't there, it would have been a very strange episode. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if it was just like not yogurt and just like something like legit, I'd probably be like, yeah, this episode was kind of But how about you, man? What do you think about it?
I feel the same way. You know, a lot of subtext, a lot of metaphorical notes on, like, you know, man's reliance on certain things, our greed, and of course when we take things for granted. And yeah, I enjoy this episode. Again, not as much as others because this felt quick. This felt good, nice, short, and quick. I don't think it should have gone longer. I think this was a good pace for it and a good runtime for it. You can't get away. I don't think you can get away with something like this, but set in a longer time frame. This was the right amount of action for it. It's a deeper one where the story really does connote a lot of meaning for humans and for how we treat the world and how we treat everything, especially when they started laughing at what the yogurt was saying. You know, they didn't take it seriously. Right, exactly. Some religious connotation to that. But
right, exactly. Seriously.
Yeah. But the fact that it was wrapped around the humor and the animation style, I appreciated that. And definitely a good episode. Definitely solid and one you could rewatch and take different things from.
Yep, exactly.
Oh man!
Before we go on the rating, I think Kip said Netflix can't even give us more than 2 seasons of a show because of their lame contracts and stop other networks from picking them up. It's just funny. I totally agree, and that's why I hope that they really, like for example, like Dragon Prince. Thank the Lord, they've actually been doing. They got a second season, and I'm just scared because of what's happened with Netflix, or excuse me. With Marvel, they don't do that same thing, kid. So I totally agree. So I keep hoping they keep this grind with this show because this show is really good.
Yeah, I would agree. And you know, when you have the money that Netflix has accumulated over the years, you're gonna start playing with it. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed this specific episode. Derek, my turn to ask you, what would you rate it?
I would give this one, I'd say an 8.
Ooh.
Liked it better than the other one, than the Bloodsucker of Souls, but just because I kind of was like, it was different, that's why I like it. It was way different than a lot of the other episodes. More, made you think more.
Yeah.
Good length of it, not too draggy, and had your attention most of the time. I thought it was good, so I'd give it an 8 for that. How about you?
I would have given it an 8 right after I watched it. So my thinking is a little tainted right now because of the length of time since I've seen it. I'd give it a 7 now because of the fact that
been a while, right?
And the feeling isn't as strong.
Exactly. Yeah, I know what you mean. That makes sense.
Yeah. So for purely that reason, I would give it a 7. Like you said, solid episode, very good. If I watch it right now and you ask me after that, I'd probably give it an 8 again. So
right, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, good episode. Average of 7.5 for when the yogurt took over. 7.5. Good stuff.
On to the next,
and probably the deepest one out of all of these. The deepest cut, man. Oof, my God. Into the Aquila Rift, Derek. Into the Aquila Rift. This is messed up. This episode is hella messed up.
Hella messed up, dude.
I don't know what I was supposed to think, but at the end, I definitely didn't know what I was supposed to think.
No,
This episode was, yeah, it had a lot of the action. Yeah, a lot of the
Right.
probably the most
Right.
action.
Dude, this one was one of those that I had to like double check, and I was like, is this real or is it like the animation was great on this, man. It was insane.
Yeah.
God,
This is
see, and
go
ahead.
Yeah, have you seen those trailers for the old, like for Star Wars: The Old Republic?
Yeah, no, dude, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It just gives me hope. Like that's exactly what I thought. Like you guys just make Star Wars or movies like that, like with that animation.
Yes.
I would watch the hell out of that, dude. It'd be awesome.
So much.
Just thank you, Love Death, for keeping that trend going. I thought that right away, dude. Star Wars: Old Republic. That's exactly what they look like.
And like, man, the tonal shift. You know, there's a lot of.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There's a lot of playing with colors. They go from the cool blue out in space, you know, to start you off. Let me bring up an image real quick. They go from the cool blue, and they go really stark contrast with the hot red and making you feel the panic in that moment with all these warm
Yeah,
tones,
man.
It's so messed up.
That change in the end was like, whoa, for me. I'm pretty sure for everyone too, dude. It's like, and what made me think is, remember when they woke up their friend? I'm wondering if she actually saw that the whole time, and that's why she's like, "What are you talking about? Look at her.
Yeah.
Like, look at her. Doesn't look anything like her." And he's just kind of like, "What are you talking about?" And then she's like, "Oh, dude, it was just creepy too to see what she really was, dude." I was like, "Oh, God." He was like, "Don't be," when she's like, "Don't be mad at me" or something like that. I was like, "Oh, that's creepy, dude." Oh, he made out with that. God, dude.
I don't think I can have that up on screen too much.
Yeah, it creeped me nightmares, dude. It's like a turkey had mated with a spider naked mole rat, and that thing was birthed out of it. It was just, oh God.
So this is one of those episodes that a lot of people delve deeper in on Reddit because you get a lot of hints at what the true nature of the character is of the. You can't call them an antagonist because they're not really, like, their intentions aren't really bad. You know,
Exactly, dude.
This is, yeah.
I would say, like, it's almost like a. I almost feel like they were like a. I don't want to say hell, but then maybe. You know what I mean? It's like very. It seemed like a very seducing, but the weird thing was like, it seemed like it almost knew him on a level, so it was kind of weird too. Like, so maybe I was thinking, maybe they're just in another weird dimension where this thing is just like access your memories and find your attachments and just
like,
try to create these.
Sorry, I got the
illusions.
title wrong real quick. It's Beyond the Aquila Rift.
Yeah, beyond the Aquila Rift. Yeah.
But yeah, like, you're right. Like, this is so. There's so much to unpack here, and one of the things you wanna go through is the layer upon layer that they try and go with us. You know, like the lies, the deception of making him feel comfy, making our lead character, the male lead character, uncomfy with his surroundings. Making him feel comfy with his surroundings, and the big reveal at the end is really like you feel like the character. You feel like, what is going on?
Yep, exactly. And I kind of felt bad because, like, at first I thought when that girl woke up and he didn't know anything, dude. Like, honestly, like, it wasn't a bad life for him right there until that girl kind of said stuff and it kind of rocked his world a little bit. Yeah, so he was kind of like, oh, okay. But I mean, honestly, was he living a bad life for that? No, dude, he was getting some booty and just, you know, living, feeling good. He thought he was okay. You know, if that girl didn't say anything, he wouldn't, you know, change his mind or.
Yeah. So Greta, I think Greta is the name of the spider.
The spider. Yeah, spider chick. Yeah.
And then Susie is the one in the tank that we're watching over right now. It's, man. And so Tom, the lead character, is pretty much our guide through this world, our perspective as things change, as things shift. You're in his shoes, and you're starting to wonder, like, what is fishy with this? Why is Susie all crazy? Greta's trying to give us a nice home here, And you end up finding out that, okay, what she's saying isn't exactly false. It's not a 100% deception, because the spider, aka Greta, really does kind of want them to be happy, but it's too far for that. They've gone way past what can be, and I'm struggling to get through this episode and through this recap, because it's daunting. The emotions you get from this are pretty daunting and pretty terrifying.
See, that's why I didn't think it was hell, just because that scene right there, it's like you could definitely tell it's in space still.
Yeah,
it's definitely just a place, but it's just why, like, dude, his body was like almost like aged. You know what I mean? And plus, she said like, didn't she say something like, "Oh yeah, like right now, everyone you knew on Earth is probably dead. Like you are like years and years and years ahead of like." Real world time.
Yeah.
So
it makes you wonder, like, how long have they been there?
I know, and it's just like, oh, it's so crazy, man. And kind of a little Interstellar type thing going on. You know what I mean? When it was kind of like, the time passing was not really, relevant. And oh god,
like, even if you do manage to get to where you were trying to go,
right,
your mission would be way over by then.
Right. Exactly. Dude, that's the thing about space, dude. It's just, and it kind of, I feel like that's the cool thing too, because it's like almost believable, because dude, no one knows what's out there.
Yes.
Right now in the world, dude. That's like, geez, man. It's crazy and scary to think about things like this could possibly happen, and just be crazy, mind melting, and just, oh god, dude. And that spider, actually, I think about it, reminds me of that one in I don't know if you guys remember that spider from the Avatar with the many faces that was just really creepy looking. Ooh. I think that's what it kind of reminded me of.
Okay.
Like the mini face spider, dude. It was creepy, and you had to keep a straight face, or else it would like steal your face forever and kill you.
Yikes.
Yeah. And like it was, dude. That's what it kind of reminded me of. Just a creepy. Oh god, creepy looking, man.
Yeah. So this was based on the short stories and novellas by British author Alistair Reynolds. So there's actually more to this than the short that we got. There are books about this, and it's interesting. I'm actually terrified to find out more, but
yeah, right. It's like I don't want to read more. What the hell? This thing ends up they have like kids or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, man, this and Zima Blue, which is an episode we'll tackle in a couple of weeks from now, was also inspired by the books of Alistair Reynolds. So,
oh wow,
yeah, man. Okay, I'm terrified to go deeper into this, Derek. So let's give it a rating. As much as I want to talk more about the Aquila Rift, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna give it a 9, actually. High up there, not perfect, but almost there. Just because the tension thing is big for me. If I can like watch something and like be really onto it without like my attention swaying, it's good. And especially at the end, that like did it for me. I'm like, oh my god, like what is happening? Kind of like, oh god, I want to know more. Like stuff that's leaving me, ask questions about it at the end. Stuff like Avengers and like stuff like that. Like you kind of walk out after you're like, what is going on? Like what just happened right there?
Yes.
And you just kind of ask that stuff like that makes it a really good thing for me. So I give it a 9 because of that. I'm not gonna say or not say if the sexual scenes had something to do with that, but it was give it a 9.
Respectable 9. Respectable 9.
Yeah, respectable 9. How about you, man?
I would also give this a 9. Okay, I would give this a wonderful 9 because it makes you think. Again, a huge part of our criteria over the past few weeks. The only reason why I'm not giving this a 10 is because it makes me want more.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted the story made me want a resolution, and it just left me with potentially terrifying nightmares. And I wanted this wrapped up in a bow. This is a personal rating, This is a personal rating.
Right. Yeah.
I I wanted to know more, maybe not from Tom's perspective, because obviously he's dead.
Yeah, right.
Dead man walking. But, give me more of the universe. And give me some comfort in knowing that other people won't end up like this. I don't know, man. It's too much.
Right, exactly. So I think it'd be kind of smart, too, if, like, maybe Love, Death, Robots in the second season does, like, either a different viewpoint or, like, an extended part of it. Like, maybe they have it from... I forgot her name. We just said it, but maybe it's from her viewpoint. Like once they got there as a spider, and then how they kind of like decided to manipulate this guy, something like that. They could, potentially do that.
Yeah.
But definitely a lot of questions. You're just like, tell me more.
Yeah, like I want to know, because apparently, the stories from Alistair Reynolds, a lot of them share the same universe. So. I want to know. Yeah, like there is potential for this, and hopefully they do pick up on this and give us a little more.
Right.
Yeah. So I would also give this a 9. Yeah, that's what. How could you not? Right? How could you not?
Solid average 9.
Solid average 9, baby.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes, I like it a lot. All right. So Derek, this is the final portion of the show. We can't end it without talking about the movie of the week. Our movie of the week. Shazam! Billy!
Shazam! God, that's so good, man.
So you like this. We talked about this during the pre-show. You really like Shazam.
Yeah, so I was trying to tell you. So I watched it twice. So the funny story I had was, I watched with Chloe the first time. I watched it on opening night, and she fell asleep.
Okay.
But not because she was bored. She was just very tired. It's tough for us to watch. We're getting old. I feel sad to say that. It's just like because I work. The schedule I do is like I wake up at 6 every day and I go to bed at like 9:30, 10. So like we're watching this movie at like 11:30, and we're saying it's like 1 we get tired. So Chloe fell asleep like right at the beginning, and so I just watched it pretty much, and then so. The next day, I told her, we woke up and I was like, babe, it was really good. I said, you missed a lot of stuff. I said it was funny. And we watched it again with my dad the next day. So that was good. But oh my God, man, this movie I loved it for DC. I personally think this is their best movie.
I would have to agree.
Just because of the humor, everything was there, man. It was so good. And like no disrespect, Wonder Woman was the best for me before this, but like, guys, it's just a new style, a new approach. I loved the kid on the crutch, man. He was hilarious, dude. Great actor, man. That kid was awesome. I love that kid. He was great, dude.
Yeah.
And it was a good movie, man. Just a very heartfelt, heartwarming. Kid movie. Zachary Levi, God, so good, man. That guy is just so good, dude. He did such a good job of portraying. That's a tough thing to do, man. All the actors, even at the end. Spoiler alert! By the way, everybody,
yes, if you haven't yet figured it out,
loved how the Shazam kids were at the end, dude. That was amazing. I did not expect that. I thought it wasn't gonna happen, dude. That's a very newer thing in the comic, the Shazam kids. You know what I mean? Like the Shazam, I didn't read too much on Shazam.
I think they've been around for a while.
Yeah, but like I know, like he mainly like the spotlight was mainly on just Shazam, aka Captain Marvel. But dude, I was so happy to see the kid. That was so awesome, man. And even the Megan Good, I think it is, or is it? Yeah, Megan Good, dude.
Megan Good was a surprise. Seth Cohen,
dude, she did. And she did such a good job with acting like a child too.
Sorry, Adam Brody. Brody.
Yeah, with the fantasy, she's like, oh, I'm a really, really good girl. I was like, oh man, it was a good movie, man. It was so fun, and I loved it. I myself felt really stupid because I thought the villain in the trailers was Black Adam, but obviously that's not Black Adam.
Yeah, it's Doctor Savant, right?
Doctor something. Dr. Sin, let's just put it at that.
Thaddeus Savannah? Savannah?
Yeah. So like the whole time I'm thinking, dude, that guy looked like he could be a
Savant.
Black Adam person. You know what I mean? The bald hair, electricity. At first, I was like, oh, dude, he has electric. I was like, oh wait, but he has the 7 sins. It's like, no, he's definitely a different character. So, but yeah, I thought it was great. How about you? Did you like the movie?
I enjoyed the movie. Honestly, not as much as you, though I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the movie. There were a lot of things I found, paced slowly, or the things that they could have gone through quicker, things that they could have cut out, and things they could have added. But overall, this was a fun movie. I enjoyed the little twist where they did introduce the Shazamily at the end, even though they kind of heavily,
I love it.
They kind of heavily hinted at it. But in this day and age of modern movies, I felt like they would have saved it for the end, because that's for a sequel, because that's what they do nowadays.
Yeah,
that's what studios do nowadays, is they tease something like that, like with a War Machine in the first Iron Man movie, and then they end up doing it the next movie when they have to recast everyone. But it was a good twist. I enjoyed it. I wish we got more of Billy Batson kind of getting warmer to his family, instead of, okay, I have powers now, I love my family. Like, I wish they grew on him quicker.
That I can agree with that. I do. Trust me, though, at the beginning, I was just, some things, it definitely took a while to pick up for me, but I think at the overall, when I looked at it overall, I liked it. Hated those kids, by the way. The bullies.
The bullies? Dude!
God, I was so happy to see him get what they deserved, dude.
Yeah.
It was just so funny. Oh, did he give it a suitcase wedgies? I thought that was funny at the end. But yeah, dude, it was very slow to pick up for me, too, at the beginning. A lot of things, like, I thought were kind of stupid at first. Like, dude, really? His mom lost her kid? I was like, is that what they're going to say, dude? But they answered it, so that was good. Yeah. Like, even when me and Chloe first watched it, she was awake for that part. I'm like, really? Like, obviously, you would not lose your kid. Like, so I thought that was kind of like, they just put it in there to put it in the story. I was like, oh, I hope they didn't, but they answered, so that was good. But there was a lot of things that were like, that were kind of like, really? That happened like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, he just kind of just let him grab the eye. I thought that was kind of stupid. That was the only thing. Like, dude,
shocking,
you had...
dude.
No, exactly, because he grabbed it and then he shot a lightning bolt at trying to fight the Sins when they came out. Like, why didn't you do that when he tried to grab the eye?
A little too late, man.
Too weak for the wizard to help you. It was just funny.
A little too late, Jim and Hansu.
Okay. Yeah, I did like the Sin voices, though. It was pretty cool. Kind of reminded me of Full Metal Alchemist a little bit with the 7 sins, though. Like, you know what I mean? They had like the gluttony, greed, and envy. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah. But oh man, it was very funny. Funny more than anything. I love the Killing Crush. Dude. I thought he did a great job acting for a child, dude. He's great.
Yeah, I think they could have. And I don't say this much, but I think they could have actually leaned heavier on the family-friendly part. Like the emotions of having a family. Right. I think they could have done that a little better. And I get that they were trying to establish drama when they showed Billy Batson's mom and her story of just bouncing around and sort of trying to get by, but also at the same time kind of dysfunctional in the way that, okay, she looks for a companion. That was
sad, man.
It was really sad, but I think it was unnecessary, because
very abrupt.
Very abrupt, yes, and it didn't do much for Billy's story. It just resolved something that, honestly, I didn't think needed to be resolved. At least not right away. At the very least, not right away. I think you could have just had him as an orphan, a troubled child, and used his current family to juxtapose the fact that he's looking for one. He's looking for a family. This isn't the family that he thought he'd get. Maybe, I don't know. I think the mom angle was a little too. It didn't feel right. There was something that they could have done there, especially not showing the mom at all. Maybe give him the disappointment of, keep giving him the disappointment of, you can't find your mom, and it, like, he doesn't need. I don't think he needed the resolution to be, I met my mom and she's terrible. I think the resolution could have been, I found a family that I know is here for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, there's something
Right.
there, you know. And they kind of missed out on that. And that could have been the emotional core in itself. And spend less time looking for the mom, spend more time building his relationship with his siblings, and go from there. You know, the parents were great. The jolly Samoan foster dad was so cool.
You mean Gibraltar? Dude, I could not stop thinking that he was like Gibraltar. I was like, come on, brother. Hey, let me help you, brother. I just the whole time. And I actually I messaged our like movie night, like, I was like, who's watched Shazam ? And then some people haven't, but like I just posted a picture of Gibraltar. I'm like, anybody ? And everyone was like, dude, yes, it was Gibraltar. Oh, dude, I know, I loved it too. And I agree with you. It was so abrupt for me, the mom thing. Like, it was such a sad moment that I don't think they should have done it so fast like that.
Yeah.
Like, granted, I get it. He hasn't been with his mom forever. It's easy for him to just forget about it like that. But you still, that's an important part of a kid's life, dude, your mom.
True.
And then just like, dude, she probably barely had 5 minutes of time on
Barely,
you know what I mean? It's just, yeah, it was just kind of like shocking. And then he just kind of, I mean, I get it. Like, oh yeah, I understand now. I don't need you. But like, he literally ran away from 23, I think that's 23 times or whatever.
Yeah.
Just
definitely.
because he's trying to find his mom, and then that was really fast for me. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm hoping, like, my mind's just telling me maybe they're doing it because they're trying to say, oh, he's a kid, he changed his mind. Maybe in the next couple movies he'll try to reach out to her again. So hopefully we'll see what kind of
they could
grows
actually,
with Shazam.
They could actually do that
But-
and have him reach out.
Right.
I don't know, like, I think the time could have been spent better, maybe established
Right.
how big a threat the Sins were, because I think how they did it with going into that boardroom and murdering all those VIPs.
Dude, that
those
was
execs.
dark.
It was dark. It was dark, and it also felt rushed. You know, like it didn't feel like a payoff. It felt like, okay, they're just murdering random people. There was no
exactly.
way. For me, it felt like there was no weight to it. I don't know if it was the same for you, but I felt like again, you know, there could have been there are minor things that would have made this movie that much better, but in itself, it's good. I enjoyed the movie on its own, and it established a better, lighter tone for the DC extended universe that maybe they could carry over, because Aquaman, Jason Momoa, kind of fits this mold.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And to add on to that scene, so that was another thing that bothered me, was that how merciless they were in that scene. But when they got the kids, they didn't do that. Like, that was kind of stupid. You know what I mean? But I mean, I granted, I'm like thinking, well, maybe Thaddeus is like trying to gather them, so he gives them his power. You know what I mean? That makes sense. But like, dude, these things, that was a horrifying scene. The guy ate his guy's head off and tossed him out the window. Some Venom stuff right there.
Yeah.
And then he just literally let Envy have his dad, dude. Or sorry, Envy, Greed. By the way, which I thought was hilarious, with how Greed was just have all the hands, dude. It's just like a greedy person. I thought that was funny how that guy looked. But dude, those things look creepy, bro. If you saw that thing like coming at you, oh my god.
Yeah, I think they could have done
and then
more
at
with
the
them.
end, they were like kind of little big babies almost at the end.
Yeah.
So it was kinda
they
just
wasted the potential a
weird.
bit.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, they did a good job. I think Zachary, great actor, man, acting like a child the whole time. Dude, he did that spot on.
Yeah, he did him. He did him.
Yeah, exactly. It fits him perfectly, man. I think he did a great job.
Yeah.
And especially, I want to talk about the ending.
Go for
With
it.
the secret ending with Superman. I
Oh
love
my God.
they cut off his head, dude. I was like, oh god, that's just sad, man, dude. Like,
I think
because
if
they
could've
don't know if it's gonna be
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill anymore. Yeah, it's sad, man. Ugh.
I think they wanted to do. I think they wanted to have him, but I think it was the scheduling, because he's shooting like The Witcher right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
He is shooting rich right now. So
Dude is
I
busy.
hope, dude. I don't want him not to be Superman. I think he's a great Superman. If for some forsaken reason Henry Cavill, you watch this. You are a great Superman. Don't listen to what anybody says. Okay.
Hello, darkness.
And Affleck, you were a great Batman too. Don't listen to the fans, dude. Don't listen to the hate, man. You guys. God, dude. Wait, dude, all of DC is just rushing this, though, dude. You're right.
Yeah.
Just think of how long it took Marvel to get set in for how good it is. They're rushing DC in like 2 years.
Yeah.
They're trying to do everything, which I get it. They're trying to they want to keep up, but you gotta sometimes let these things grow, dude. You gotta plant the seed.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Derek, let's give our ratings for Shazam and the Shazamily movie.
Oh yes, I will give. As much as I liked it, I'm gonna give it 7.5.
Oh wow, okay.
I really liked it, but like I said, I don't ever give 10s. 9 would be like the highest. I'd give a 7.5 just because, like I said, those two things that bothered me, because those two things that bothered me are big plot points with the sins and that middle part and the mom part. But
yeah,
for me, when things are so fun or hilarious, I was laughing a lot of the movie.
Oh yeah,
I was giggling. So like that for me, I was enjoying it. So that's why I give it a 7.5, or versus I almost gave it an 8. But those two things kind of like that. The writing is important too, you know. So, but I thought it was entertaining to watch. Zachary Levi's awesome. The kid's awesome. So yeah, 7.5 for me, man. How about you?
I would give it a 7. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. I think they can do more. And I'm hoping they do more. I'm hoping this is their way into it. I hope they realize that we have something here that doesn't have to be ridiculously edgy. You compared it earlier on to Guardians of the Galaxy, how they incorporate a lot of humor in a superhero movie.
Right.
I like that thought, and I hope they lean heavier into it. Just because you have humor doesn't mean you can't have high stakes. And I think that's also one thing that was missing, were higher stakes. Because if you bring in something like a 7 Deadly Sins, it deserves a bigger stage. And like, I think with the setting they had, the smaller setting of a specific area of Philadelphia, I think they could have gone with a slightly smaller villain. Or if they went, like, since they did go with the 7 Deadly Sins, I was hoping there would be more at stake. You know,
right, exactly.
But, you know, you got to start somewhere, and this is sort of a soft reboot for the DC Extended Universe, and they're off on a good foot, and this could be the start of better and brighter days for DC, especially after Avengers Endgame. I think people will have a harder time comparing DC movies and Marvel movies, because you know, we're going to see a little bit of fluctuation. I predict a little bit of fluctuation with the quality of Marvel movies, and a lot of people comparing this next phase of Marvel movies with the initial first 3 phases. Right.
And I mean, the good thing too, the ending too, I forgot to mention the Mr. Mind part. That was pretty cool, the Caterpillar.
Ooh, yes.
Very potential villain, which kind of adds to the point that they're kind of like I said, at the end of, what was it? The Suicide Squad? No. It was my gosh. The Justice League movies. You could tell they're creating a league of villains. Mr. Mind was like literally a head honcho of the League of Villains. He's just like the master, like a really smart person that will just like on the inside. So that makes me think they're going for something big right now.
Yeah.
They're trying to do like an Avengers type thing going on, and like you said, it could happen, because Marvel's going to lose a lot of the big hitters, the veterans. Granted, you're going to have Guardians, so you're going to have Black Panther, so you're going to have Captain Marvel, so. But, like, you know, it's going to make people, I think, also kind of, it's going to level out the playing field, I'd like to think. Okay. So,
I would have to agree.
I'm hoping. So, we'll just see, though, what happens.
Yeah, I would agree. So, yeah, hopefully we get more better and brighter days for the DCEU and the movies to come. Hopefully it lives up to what people really wanted out of DC movies and the characters, whether they recast or not for bigger roles. I just hope they start picking up the pace. And or maybe even slow down the pace a little bit. I guess would be the better thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So let me play us out, man. We got through this in a good time.
Shazam!
Shazam!
Sorry, I give it 7.5 bolts. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Oh, I like that. I like that. 7.5 volt. Okay. All right. Captain Sparkle Pants is
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that is the end of the show. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We had BMO, King of Boo, Kit Falbo, and a bunch of other people in the chat earlier on. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to all our most recent followers, like Kit Falbo, like Paul Plays, Chroma, Fires, Abram, Satrok, Jakua, Cheesemo, Nazgul, and Crunchy Tack. And thank you to all our most recent bit cheers. And all our bit cheers in general. Nerf Diva, Neo Gear, Nope Plays, Elder Jin, If Not Now, Gwen, Mershi, Game Okotita Gamings, and Sadizi, and Hue. Thank you to all our subscribers. Where is that? Where are our subs? Human Panda 22, Francishu, Sensei Humor, that wonderful Sensei Humor, Miko P, BMO, King of Ooh, Neo Gear, Monster Plays, Ion Hammerstream, InstaDeezy, and the notorious KGM, and everyone else who you can't see that is subscribed. But you know what? Every single one of our subscribers matters so much to us because you help keep the lights on here on Quetzal. Thank you guys so much. Sensei Humor. Let the folks at home know what you've been up to and where they can find you outside of the Quetzal and Geekcast.
You guys can find me on my stream Monday to Fridays around 6 to 9:30. I stream, and obviously you can catch me here on Thursdays. I'm usually streaming as much as I can, so you guys can always see me there, and that's at Sensei Humor on Twitch. I also have my Instagram, spelled the same way, Sensei Humor, as well as my YouTube. So you guys definitely check me out there. Maybe be doing more stuff with our other co-host that's usually here, since that Nick is not coming home. But other than that, you guys can find me there Monday to Friday. And yeah, how about you, Harold? Where they can find you at home?
You guys can catch me at Herald Plays on Twitter, on Instagram, and of course on twitch.tv/Herald Plays. You can find me on Game Bite Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. But next week we won't have a Game Bite because it's Holy Week here in the Philippines. So DZ and Mick will be taking a break. You can find me on when we shoutcast Overwatch here on Quit Stalling. So tune into our social media for that. And yeah, if you want to find out more about Quit Stalling, you can check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/QuitStallingUs. We're on Twitter at QuitStallingUs. We're on Instagram at QuitStalling. And of course, you can find all the videos on demand here on Twitch or on youtube.com/QuitStalling. We're also on Spotify here in the Quit Stalling Geekcast. You can check it out. Leave us a review on iTunes and Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and so much more. All right. And yeah, check out that other podcast, Game Bite. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah. You don't really have to, You know why? I'll show you why. You know why you shouldn't watch them, Harold?
Why, Derek? Why?
Because they don't got a pair of these.
No, my word. Let me get away from. No.
It's my bits shirt, dude. It's my bits for tits booby shirt. I'm an official cam girl stream now. It does look like my real skin though, huh? Doesn't it look real? I'm not because I'm a big guy, but it does actually look like my stomach.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's end the show. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been the Quetzal Geekcast episode 91. We'll see.
Oh, I should have done that on a 69 episode. Something
oh my god.
Funny like that. That would have been funnier, but oh well.
Alright, we'll see you guys next time. Bye everybody. Bye.
See you guys. Bye.